Patty Stalker here from WestfordCAT, and I am Zoom recording with the Executive Director of the J.V. Fletcher Library, Ellen Rainville, and the Assistant Director of the J.V. Fletcher Library, Kristina Leedberg. And I wanted to check in with you guys as Massachusetts is reopening and see what the J.V. Fletcher Library is doing at this time. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
We're doing great, Patty. Thank you so much for having us. We are allowed, as of June 8th, we were able to open our doors briefly to begin putting out bags of curbside pickup. And we already had to expand our program between week 1 and week 2. So we are encouraging everyone to return their books in the book drop, masked and gloved, so that we'll open that spigot of returns. And then people are putting holds on things they find in our collection, and we are filling them. And when they call that they're in the parking lot, we're raising them out the back door. So this is the no-touch, hands-free service that we're allowed to offer now. Regulations from the state actually came out on Tuesday, and for libraries who can't offer curbside, there is the ability to only pick up titles at a circulation desk. But of course, this is a much safer and more sanitary alternative, and we're thrilled to be able to have a covered back portico and to be able to do this so easily. And I think in the future we'll, because they're supposed to be delivered today, we'll have a fresh air library outside for children. Our 2 tents ought to be coming, and we're still working out all the details, but children will be able to pick up their fresh air library titles as well and play under the tent for a while. And we hope to have a story walk in our downstairs windows. So we're doing the best we can. And you were saying you've discovered Kanopy, and we really have been promoting our downloadable e-collections, and that would be Overdrive and Hoopla and Kanopy. And I'll just hand off to Kristina for a few minutes so she can explain how those remote collections work.
So Kanopy is it's a movie database, which Patty was just mentioning that she's seen some movies on there as well. And people can sign up from home. You can stream it on your TV. You can stream it on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. And they have independent films, foreign films. They have the great courses. They have a great section called Kids Kanopy. That's just kids programming, and it's educational based. So if you're worried the kids are watching a little too much TV, it's a good place to go. And you can check out up to 10 movies per month, and it resets every month. But the 10 movies, certain things aren't counted as credits to that 10, such as the great courses, which allow you to try all kinds of things. It's almost like taking a mini college course at home, but a little more fun. And you can do that virtually as well. And we actually just signed up for Hoopla right as everything was shutting down, which was so fortunate for us. And Hoopla works along the same lines. You can download the app and you can stream movies, you can stream or download ebooks, audiobooks. They even have graphic novels. They have a huge kids collection. They have music. And it's just been really great. And we've been seeing those statistics go up. So we know that people are out there using it, which makes us very happy. And we have Overdrive, which we've had for a while through the MVLC consortium. And that has audiobooks and ebooks as well. And they've been adding a huge amount to that collection as things have happened with the pandemic. So we have quite a few choices for online collections, and they seem to be more and more popular.
Yeah, and all you have to do is, go to your J.V. Fletcher Library, WestfordLibrary.org, and you put in your library card number, and
right.
all these.
I'm sorry, if people don't have a library card number, we've been letting people email us, and we asking for their address and residence, and we just can email out their card number for them and send them the physical card through the mail. So even if you don't have a library card yet, we can fix that for you.
So we're very fortunate, Patty, because here in Massachusetts, not only do we have a very strong statewide agency that oversees libraries, but we have statewide cooperation across the Commonwealth. So it hasn't started back up yet, but we have delivery daily amongst all the libraries of the Commonwealth. But Overdrive now is a statewide shared collection. So whereas we used to only have access to our local networks holdings, now we have access to all 7 networks in the Commonwealth, as well as the really expansive holdings of the Boston Public Library. So if you're very germ phobic, downloadable is absolutely the way to go, but we should just reassure the public that all of the books that they're picking up via curbside right now have been decontaminating in the building for the last 10 weeks. And when they return things to the book drop, we are downloading the book drop masked and gloved and putting them in a quarantine room for 7 days. So that kind of exceeds what the normal recommendation is, but everyone should feel reassured that the materials they're checking out are safe. And we also just want to let people know that that may be why they're still seeing that something they checked out is still on their card, because we've trundled it into the meeting room, we've put a sign on it, and we've left it. And so you will see things on your card for a while.
It's really good to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the time of year we typically would be sending all of our youth services staff out to the schools to meet with every classroom and every grade to promote the summer reading program. But we're having to do that virtually now. And again, we do have 3 aged summer reading programs. We have adult programming, and the Kitty Koenig Kimball's again will be the surprise and the award for that program.
That's all you need there is a kitty comb. Oh, the kitty combs are huge.
We'll mail it to you if we have to.
Okay.
And, we have the young adult teens and tweens program. We have several book clubs and a writing club each week. We have make and take programs, how to make things in a mug, you know, how to have a pizza and cookie in a mug. We have virtual story times 5 days a week on our Facebook page, and we're having a number of live but distant streaming and on-demand programs. So the staff now is actually playing with an AM transmitter to see if we can have drive-in entertainment at the library in the parking lot. And so this would be safe, everyone would be distanced, they would be in their cars with their snacks, and their presenter and performer would be coming through their automobile radio. So we're working on that right now. And then the prizes, which usually would be a weekly incentive, will actually be aggregated. And at the very end of the summer, we'll have curbside prize pickup for everyone who's met their goals in the summer reading program. So you'll see all of this, the app to register for, and all of the private Facebook postings and all the particulars about the summer reading program on westfordlibrary.org.
Yeah, so this year, the kids, the teens, and the adults, we don't really ask adults to log their reading, but they can if they want to. I do. The kids and the tweens can track on their reading log on the app instead of doing the paper form. And as Ellen said, at the end of the summer, they can come for a curbside pickup for a bag of prizes, which is always fun. And if you go to our website, Nancy, our head of youth services, and Kate, our head of young adult, have links to videos that are on YouTube explaining the program. And Nancy did actually a really funny one that highlights all the prizes. You can see everything right away. And she's actually playing with everything too. And as Ellen was saying, with our weekly story times, they're really daily story times. They're doing so many. Ellen Apico, Miss Ellen, has become extremely popular. She has a Cairn Terrier, Bernie, who is just famous now.
Yes.
And he accompanies her in every one of the story time videos. And they're trying to find, interesting places to film their new story times for this summer. And there's a really cute trailer right now where they're searching for the perfect story time location. So they've been having a lot of fun with that, and we think our viewers have too.
It's quite a sophisticated trailer, and of course, the library staff has just been so game. You know, everyone is on Zoom. Everyone has learned how to film themselves, how to share their programs with each other, and get them out to the public. And of course, that would not be possible. None of this would be possible if it weren't for our wonderful friends of the J.V. Fletcher Library Incorporated. They do pay for all of our programming, and they also fund all of our museum passes. We hope soon to see museums back in operation. We believe that is scheduled for phase 3, but we should point out, because it would be this week typically, the June book sale will not occur, but we're already brainstorming about what to do in the fall for a book sale. And on a more sobering note, we're also having weekly Zoom meetings of the Job Seekers Network. You know, this is a service that we've provided weekly since 2009, after the last recession. And, you know, we continue to be providing assistance, resources, specialized databases, and free speakers for those who have lost employment. And so, you know, that is less fun, but we have the job seekers, and today we've also started to put out our our hard copy supply of tax forms under curbside, so that anyone who is you know, getting their tax preparation engine revving for July 15th, we can print things out for you and leave them curbside, and you're welcome to pick up what we've already received from the government.
You guys have all the bases covered. I'll tell you, you have been awfully busy, and as you know, I'm a huge fan of you guys. I've loved the J.V. Fletcher Library. No matter what town I've ever lived in my life, I've always had my library card in that town. But you guys really are spot on. You provide so many services for the town, and just to see you guys brainstorming to keep all this going is pretty amazing. Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you. It's been fun, and our staff is really inventive.
Yeah, I know. They are.
Just took this challenge and ran with it.
Yeah, you always win the roadie bowl over us.
Well, yeah, we missed the Apple Blossom Parade, but we'll make up for it this summer.
Right. There's a parade of some sort in our future, even if it's in cars. And the News Story Walk is coming at the community garden, and we're talking about one for the basement windows of the library. So if you frequent the fresh air tent, you'll be able to do that. And there's a very special gift that we're getting, which I think will be viewable through the meeting room windows as well. So we're really thrilled about that. We understand, you know, that as we did too, some people believe there would be a soft opening of libraries, but you know, that is still in the future. And what's likely to happen next is we'll be expanding and enhancing curbside pickup and trying to do it safely. Just so everyone understands, we are very respectful of this virus. We've lost 3 former trustees. So we really believe that it is virulent, and it's a testament to the longevity and the loyalty of the library staff that 54% of us are at high risk. So we're being careful, we're staggering schedules, we're deep cleaning, we're steaming, we're fogging, we're siloing, and
I'll have our mask.
we're trying to give the best service we can while keeping everyone safe. So, you know, we'll keep moving along, and you'll continue to see new iterations of service as we figure out how to negotiate this new climate. And I think I shouldn't be speaking for decision makers everywhere, but I have to say, you know, one of the hallmarks of this virus has been how quickly your decisions can change in 72 hours. You know, you think you can do one thing, and then you get more information and more data, or you learn about pediatric inflammatory syndrome, and all of a sudden, you know, it doesn't sound like you should be having a area rug under the tent. So we'll continue to be imaginative, inventive, and responsive as we figure out exactly how to make our way through this new time.
Thank you for that. We at WestfordCAT, and I've been interviewing Jeff Stevens every week, our health director, and yeah, I mean, the data keeps changing. And, you know, first it was, oh, a mask's not going to do anything. And now, yeah, you have to wear a mask, you know, you have to wash your hands and just stay away from people. And so, you know, it's great that you're following those guidelines, and WestfordCAT is doing it as well. You know, we're all working from home. We only have one person in the station at a time, and yeah, so
Jeff has been a great assistance to us, and you know, even though today I understand that there are only 4 active cases in Westford, libraries in the Commonwealth must provide services to all residents of the Commonwealth, and of course we have New Hampshire patrons as well, so we can't take any reassurance, you know, from a very low local metric like that. So that's a wonderful obligation that we have to serve everyone, because it also means that our patrons and residents get that reciprocity throughout the Commonwealth. So if you have a house on the Cape, or if you're going up to Cape Ann, or, you know, if you're going out to the Berkshires or something, you can use every library across the state. But it does mean that the local virus numbers aren't really protective.
so westfordlibrary.org for anyone that wants to, you know, utilize Hoopla and Kanopy, and, you know, get their kids in the summer reading program, and be able to access all the great programs that you have and services there. westfordlibrary.org.
We look forward to the summer with you.
Thank you so much, Director of the J.B. Fletcher Library, Ellen Rainville, and Assistant Director, Kristina Leedberg. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, stay safe, you guys. Have a good summer. We'll check in again, like in a month, okay?
Great. Thank you.
For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.